Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? How you doing? I'm live. I'm here. I'm with you guys. You know what it is. It's Jets and Fleet Gaming. It's your channel where you get whatever you want. I'm Jerry the Tree Whiz, and today I'm asking you a very important question. I'm being a little selfish today. This video is a question for you. What is OP? Overpowered. What does it mean to be OP? To be grossly OP when something is broken? I think that's what people really mean when they say OP. So I'm asking the question, is there something about this that's OP? I wish we could see the deck in the replays. I know they're fixing that. They're adding it to where you can see the decks and you can do fast forwards and rewinds and pauses, which are going to make the replays a lot better to do things like this with. Also, I hope you guys like this live format. We're not doing this all the time, but we've learned a lot and we've been enjoying it. I didn't let anybody know that we were going live today, so nobody's in the chat yet. But if you hop in, make sure you hop in the chat. Let me check the stream health real quick. Yes, we're good. Life is good. We are streaming publicly. Thank you for being here with me. So what I want to ask you the question is, you guys have seen this deck that I'm covering. It's the Killbot, Nightfall, Greevil, Spell Rod, Barrier. Those are really the necessary cards for it. The Cheerleaders and Buck. Cheerleaders may be OP. Buck, people have been putting him in their S tiers. By the way, Cora-chan, I think it was either Be Happy or Clasher. I see you guys doing your tier lists. I know people have been asking for tier lists for a long time. Thank you for doing them professionally. They looked great. I would like for us all to get together and maybe get an official tier list where we get some of the best players in the game. Not that you guys aren't, but it's just one opinion. I wonder if we could get a collective opinion, since we don't have like a Brawl Stats like they do for Clash Royale and Brawl Stars and things of that nature. But today's question is important. What is OP? So you're watching this replay, right? It looks like I should lose. You guys have seen this time and time again. I'm messing around with the Infestation Mine in the deck this time instead of the Antifreeze because I was trying to get my Infests. But as you see, I should lose this. Look at his side of the map, right? But I've got Barrier. I've got my Spell Grounding Rod. I've got my Killbot. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about, where it seems like I should lose, right? But I've just now got the Nexus. We're good. Even though he's got all this firepower back there, I'm able to cycle to Nightfall continually. I'm able to keep it at nighttime. I'm also able to keep barriers down. I could have infinite barriers, infinite Nightfall. Now, he did kind of let that go away there, but if you watch the whole replay, you could see that there really wasn't a chance. Once that it, oh, shout out to the Doe Runners clan, by the way. Maybe he gave it to me because we love each other like that. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. I'm surprised we got nobody in the chat today. Oh, good. If you are in the chat, somebody say something, let me know, because I want to know what you guys think is OP about this deck right here. Most people that I see saying it's the cheerleaders that are OP. I'm not asking what's OP as a single card. There seems to be some sort of synergistic overpoweredness. Andy C, what's up? Finally catching up. We're live. What's going on? You can help me with this question. I was just showing a couple of these replays where it seems like this deck, I went 3 days without losing to this deck. I was just number 89 in the world, and if you guys watch this channel, you know it's not my skills that we like to show, it's other people's skills. So if I'm doing well, that means there's probably something off with this deck. There's something that's broken or overpowered. I don't think it's Greevil. Maybe Greevil could use a slight health nerf. Spell Grounding Rod is a great card that serves a great purpose. Somehow it's this ability to cycle. I've noticed it's, for me, I'm winning every match from the Killbot and Nightfall. The ability to play Nightfall continually is what makes it OP. Not just Nightfall once, but once you get about 4 Greevils down, 3 or 4 Greevils, and like 2 or 3 Spell Grounding Rods, you're able to just have an army of Killbots with Nightfall. And with most of the people who made the tier lists put Mad Scientist in the S tier or the OP or the broken tier. And first of all, she doesn't do damage to him while he's walking down the map, so that makes him not overpowered, but extremely useful when you have an overpowered Mad Scientist throwing ice at you. And then once you start getting the Nightfall cycling, I really don't know what to call OP. That's why I'm having this selfish video. Please leave it in the comments. Next time I'll let you guys know when I'm going live. We're just trying to stay true to our daily uploads for you guys. But I am excited to change decks, but I just can't right now. Let me hop into one live battle so we can see. But look, right here again, this is looking like I should lose, right? Let's just real quick take a look. So the Nightfall also brings the Buck to my tower. Buck is also a card that most of you guys making tier lists ranked in the S tier. He's not overpowered, but he's definitely extremely usable, and he could maybe use a slight, maybe damage nerf, just dial it back a little to bring some of the other cards into viability. Maybe more than buffing some other cards, we just need to nerf a few cards. I don't know what to nerf on Killbot. I don't want to nerf anything, because you guys know I've loved Killbot forever. I just like the concept of a card that just goes for troops, that wanders around, and if you don't do something about the Killbot, he's going to do something to you. So here I am, should be losing, but once we get to double dough time, everything changes. There's the first Greevil, we got Nightfall, and typically I have antifreeze, but I told you I was messing around with Infestation Mine, or maybe this is one where I have antifreeze in here, but it's game over now, because you see, a lot of times people too, they don't respect the Killbot's commander damage. He does do Slayer damage, so he does more damage to troops, doesn't do as much damage to the commander, but I get so many commander kills by using this deck, and the only time I've lost in the last 3 or 4 days is to McHolge, who's one of the top, I think, 10 players in the world right now, fellow Dough Runners. Shout out to my Dough Runners clan. Andy C, what's your name in game, if you're still on here? I'm extremely curious, actually, what your name is in game. All right, I just want to finish this. No, it's going to be another commander death. But yeah, you see, I went from being a 0 to a hero. That tower, he has magic missiles, so he should be able to just magic missile this in overtime. But I've got my Greevil Nexus, and I can play any card I want. I knew that was you. I thought it was you, Andy999. Sweet. Good to know. Nice. It took me a while to connect the dots there. That Andy C is Andy999. Congrats, by the way. This is a monstrosity that you've created, this ability to play whatever card you want as much as you want. So I mean, I could have like 5 barriers down if I wanted right now, but I know I don't need it. So this replay, I think, ends with another commander death, because that's all that happens when you get infinite Killbots. Is it Spell Grounding Rod that's OP? What could you do to change Spell Grounding Rod? I want to see that in the comments. What could you do to change Nightfall? I guess you could just raise the dough cost and maybe increase the... I don't know. I don't know what to do. But yeah, Nightfall is intense. I also think Mad Scientist maybe needs a nerf. But look at this now. And you see how many cheerleaders there are? It causes the Killbots to do... The amount of damage is just... It's bonkers, to be honest, when they are back on your side of the map. Yep, I think he just kind of gave it to me there. That's what I think. Players need to kill the Greevils. And someone was just telling me how Barbarics... someone was just mentioning how Barbarics was a great way to counter that deck, because she gets back there and destroys the Greevils. But I've learned not to start playing my Greevils until I can have my Killbots in front of me. Killbot distracts the Barbarics, and then he destroys the Barbarics. So... the Greevil stacking is super powerful, but people are able to kill the Greevils. I think it's, from my experience, it's the Greevil, not Greevil, it's the Killbot Nightfall cycling that it paralyzes them. It might be the fact that the Killbot just doesn't take damage when you're not up close, so that forces everybody to the Killbot. Let me just hop in one real quick, and then we gotta roll. But I really do want to pose this question. This video is more about, I want to see in the comments later on, what's up, baby? How you doing? Good to see you, Lady Survivor. Shout out to my Dough Runners. But yes, please, this video, I want to pose the question, what is OP synergistically? What can we do about some of these cards? What's up, dude? Man, I should have posted in the Discord earlier. I was hanging out with no friends in the chat for a while. All right, so we're asking... Not what single card is OP. I know we've got cheerleaders and certain things that we put in the S tier. We were talking about how the other YouTubers have been making the tier lists, which I love. Speaking of that tier list, Dr. Death was at the bottom of all those tier lists. A level 4 Mad Scientist. That's crazy. After only seeing a level 3 Dr. Death. That's interesting, huh? Let's just go ahead and make it nighttime. I am not even thinking about this victory right now. I'm just living the dream. I see you live. Yeah, I'd rather see you on this side than over here. I got lucky last time because I'm using the ultimate cheese deck of all time. All right, I got to get my Killbots down. Like I said, I don't like to do my Greevils until I'm able to have my Killbot security here. And Riot Shield Pete, I saw some people ranking pretty low on their tier list, and I thought he was good. It's cool to see where people disagree. There we go. Finally, I can get rid of Riot Shield Pete. I'm just going to let that Dr. Death come all the way up to me. I missed my antifreeze, whatever. Alright, let me focus for a second, and then we'll get back to talking about what this video's about. Please take care of that for me. Buck, no, don't have my antifreeze. Gotta start playing my Greevils. I'm gonna get poisoned. That was very, very bad. This is probably game. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me get an antifreeze. Let me get this heal. Alright, so now we are at the third phase of our Killbot. And we're not in the worst situation. We don't really have a lot of tower health down. Let me just come up here so the poison breaks here. Alright. This is a strange match. I don't even know what his strategy is here. Oh, there it is. Oh, and look, the Barbarics goes for the Killbot. That is exactly what we needed because the Killbot took no damage. The Barbarics is a great way to get back there and destroy all your Greevils, which I haven't started playing yet for that reason. She would have just wrecked my Greevils just then, and I'm not for it. All right, now we got the big guy on the map, and we're about to start playing Killbots. I mean, we're about to start playing Greevils because we're going to be happy going into overtime here. Let's make it Nightfall. I need my antifreeze. We got another spell, Grounding Rod. I haven't even been paying attention to if he's been... Oh, Lord in heaven. That hurt. That was freaking vicious. Let's lay the antifreeze down. Ooh, this is more viciousness. Here you go. Now you're playing. Now I see your strategy. Still very weird, I think. Heal myself. And we still haven't even got our Greevils yet. So let's go to Greevil Town. Make it nighttime. Greevil, give me that extra dough. Give me that extra dough. Come on. There it is. Here we go. The party has begun. And it took us all the way till we got into overtime. So we need our Greevils now. Here we go. Greevil Nightfall. Come on. I don't know what happened there with the Dr. Death. That was unfortunate. Did anybody see that happen to me just now? Don't like that. Is his commander going to die? Yes, he is. He's already dead. Something's wrong. Oh, that's not even the commander. That's Riot Shield Pete. I can't even see through this madness. But, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at this point. Have to run. Save my Greevils. Man, my Greevils are living on a prayer. Do you see what I'm saying, you guys? This really is. I'm not playing very good. What's going on? What is the weirdness about this deck, right? I want to know. It's definitely not spell Grounding Rod. It's the fact that I told you I just wait to play my Greevils until I get my third stage Killbot and I'm able to just start going Killbot Nightfall. I need to lay the antifreeze down up here. So let me just do this. You see how fast I'm cycling? Look at that. That's madness. And then one buck with a couple cheerleaders behind the Killbot is enough to just shred anything. Come on, Killbots. Yes. They've got that AoE damage. Perfect. Let me just keep anti-freezing my Killbots. Oh, come on, girl. You know you want to go for the Killbots. She's going to... Watch how fast she gets shredded. Shred! That is so satisfying. Oh, my goodness. Let's keep it Nightfall. Let's get another cheer squad. So this is a good example of what I was talking about. I may not get the win because overtime, but still, what in God's name is this madness? I can't even play cards fast enough at this point. So I'm going to move out, going to sacrifice my Greevils, and I'm just going to go for the win. Let's get to the commander. I don't even know where my own commander is. I really have no idea. I'm so confused. Get the commander. 1 second left. Oh, man. But look at this replay. Or look at this live game. What in the world is that? And I have been undefeated. Undefeated. And it's because I should have been able to win that match. You saw 1 second away from winning that match. Mick Holge did beat me. I have to say that. I'm not undefeated. I'm lying. He destroyed me, though, so I don't even count it as a loss. But what is it that makes that... Did that seem strange, right? Does that seem like that's how the game is supposed to be played with just... Like, I don't even know what to say. So this video is a question of what about these cards? Because it does seem to be, you can change out a few of these cards and still have it rocking. I can't remember if it was who it was in the Dough Runners clan, but they said that Greevil was going to make all cards viable. So I don't know if it's the Greevil that it's OP, but you really can't do this without Greevil. You have to have Greevil. You have to have Killbot. You have to have Nightfall. I mean, there's other ways to use Greevil, but there's really no ways to create an impenetrable wall that they can't get back there for. I mean, teleport works good at times as well. So I think there could be variants of this deck that are better. But you guys, I told you, I went 3 days in a row. I went from like 5,000 trophies to 6,700 trophies before the reset when I switched to this deck. So something's got to be up with that. By the way, I'm so glad you guys hopped in the chat. I was feeling a little lonely at the beginning, but I forgot to let anybody know that anything was going on. So we've got some cool videos coming up. We've got our Game Breaker video where we're going to look at the top. The top global is going crazy right now, by the way. That's not global. Yeah, this guy, Grakot's using an interesting deck. It doesn't seem like it has any sort of win conditions, but he's still winning. And now Lamb's shooting up. Elmas is shooting up. How long you guys think before this board kind of stabilizes back to exactly how it looked before the reset? What up, Mick Halls? What up, everybody? I'll give all you guys your shout-outs when we get to the what's breaking the game. But today I just want to talk about what is OP. A lot of people have said it's getting a little difficult going up against the same decks a lot. But I haven't gone up against this deck. Personally, I haven't gone up against this deck. The other part of the Jets and Fleet Gaming channel says he's playing it all the time now. So I may be at lower trophy ranges or something. I'm not quite sure, but I'm not mad about it. I like it because I'm the one playing it, but I would not have fun going up against someone playing this deck. It's almost like if you play CR, it would be like 1,000 giant skeletons. It just kind of slows gameplay down. I don't even have a strategy to get towers or commanders. I'm literally, the only thing I'm focusing on is waiting to play the Greevils until I know they'll survive, and then getting it to where I can have it be Nightfall all the time. Nightfall, Barrier, Spell Grounding Rod, Killbot, Nightfall, Cheerleaders, and then you just go crazy. Lamb's going to be first this time, yeah, because he's not going to have the reset, I think. I'm not the reset. Last time he had that weird situation where he backed out for a bit. I think it was for a good cause. Seems like a cool guy. But guys, I think I'm going to call it quits for here. Thanks for subscribing to these videos. I don't ask that. I just like that you guys do it because I love the fam here. You guys are the best things in my life. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart to the top of my head. Thanks for being here. Please put some video ideas in the comments. We're working on tier lists. We're working on our some new stuff coming up and some challenges for the first respawn event. There will be prizes, and it will be somewhat, in some ways, similar to the Greevil Gauntlet. So get your mini Manders idea ready. Get your army ideas ready because we're kind of like in these mass troop competitions. So not to give any more away, but be ready to win some gems. Thanks for being here. Shout out to Mateo, Lady Survivor, Andy C, the Dude 88. We have more people up top that I can't scroll up and see, but that's all right because we'll see you guys again soon. You know what it is. We love you from the bottom of my heart, to the top of my head, and everything in between. Peace. Let me click off the live stream now. It's over, guys. All right, hold on. Here it is.